Mute on 94.3 The Shark. It's Rob Rush, and as promised, we have a special guest in studio, Danny Rocco, a.k.a. Des Rocs from Rockville Center. What's going on, man?
Hey, not much. How are you?
I appreciate you taking the time to come up. We've been playing the song now for probably 2 months, and we've been getting nothing but positive reaction about the song Never Ending Moment, which you will play acoustically for us probably in a few minutes.
That's right. Yeah, thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me to have it on the hometown radio. Appreciate it.
Well, you know what? When I first interacted with you, when you said you grew up with the Shark, I was like, that's A, awesome, and B, I'm getting old. Because if he's saying he grew up with the Shark, here we go. Because, well, you know, it's been on 11 years now. So we met through a mutual friend, Renee, and, you know, he always had said good things about you. So just tell me about your musical journey, because everybody knows Long Island, and I think it still falls under the category, you can explain better, it still fall under the category of cover bands and emo bands.
Well, I feel like there's always been a weird middle in Long Island artistry. You know, you have these big scenes, big bubbles. You got a lot of people in cover bands playing on the water in Freeport or at the wineries out east. Yeah. And then you kind of have this whole early 2000s emo scene. I fit into none of those categories, you know, but you got to play the hand you're dealt. So I did play my fair share of emo scenes growing up and shows like that before I was able to finally get my head above the water for my own kind of music.
And then you, of course, you know, did your own thing. The amazing thing is, was it as an unsigned artist that you opened up for the likes of Muse and the Rolling Stones?
Oh, yeah, totally unsigned. You know, I went through a period where maybe it's just kind of the story of Des Rocs, of not belonging to a specific scene or a place or a point in time. But I really struggled in the beginning to get any sort of recognition for my music. I would constantly hit up agents, managers, labels, blind emailing. My buddy Renee over here just kind of helping me out, every connection he could, and nobody would really mess with the vision and really want to promote it or help it. So it was just so strange to have like artists that I grew up loving and admiring reaching out and being like, hey, we just kind of found you online and what you're doing is great. You want to come on tour with us? And that's how it really all started.
Did when you 2020, I think it was, when you released the song "This Is Our Life," right? How was that? You know, as a new artist, you had just gotten signed, and then the pandemic happens. You know, what was going through your mind at that point?
It's tough, man, because you spend a whole lifetime trying to get this stuff off the ground.
And it's like, here it is, and then this unforeseen thing happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were playing, probably had played about 150 shows in about 10, 15 countries all over the world, and I was like, oh man, we're finally moving this big boulder, because it really is a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Yeah. That quote goes a far way. And we kind of felt like we were not at the top, but we were starting to look up a little bit. You can see some sunlight poking out. And then it all got shut down. But, you know, if you just truly believe in yourself and you keep going the path, then it doesn't matter if you get shut down for 20 months. You just got to pick up where you left off.
It's Rob Rush, and we have Des Rocs up here on 94.3 The Shark. We've been playing his song Never Ending Moment for the past few months now, and it's off an album that's going to be coming out on August 25th. Let's talk about this album that you're releasing. Yeah,
the album's called Dream Machine. It's coming out August 25th on Sumerian Records. The album is really a lifetime in the making. It's all about like third grade Danny Rocco. You know, I kept thinking about that. I really did. Like, watching Queen for the first time at Wembley Stadium, just like being in my underwear, jumping up and down in front of the TV, like those sort of earliest rock and roll impulses, the things that drew us to the genre in the beginning, those formative moments, getting back to those and saying, okay, I'm not going to recreate this, but how do I stand on the shoulders of giants? How do I modernize these sounds? How do I progress this energy while preserving that energy, but dragging it, kicking and screaming into the 21st century? And that's really the mission of this whole album.
Well, we are going to hear from you doing Never Ending Moment acoustically in just a few minutes when we'll be back with Des Rocs here on 94.3 The Shark. We are commercial-free on 94.3 The Shark with Metallica and Fuel. It's Rob Rush, and Des Rocs is hanging out up here. And as promised, he will be doing the song that we've been playing for probably about 2 months now, live acoustically on the air, Never Ending Moment. We did ask you this question, which people will be able to see in the reel that we're going to post on our Instagram and Facebook at 94.3 The Shark. But Never Ending Moment, it was an interesting explanation. Why don't you tell the audience what it means?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a meaning that goes beyond just the surface title. For me, I've always felt a great sense of nostalgia for moments that I'm enjoying before they're even over, you know? So it's the idea of being present in something that's so beautiful, but that you know is going to end soon, and not mourning the end before it's actually even occurred. So this is in the context of some personal relationships, and the song just means a hell of a lot to me.
Now, you say nostalgia. Have you heard before that the song does sound, you can hear the influences of The Who and all the bands that you were talking, because you have a very interesting, when you performed acoustically for us before, you have a very interesting style. You know, I can hear Bruce Springsteen in there. I can hear The Who. I can hear Queen, especially on the recorded version of Never Ending Moment. And then you did a song that was very almost... I was going to say like Robert Johnson type of blues. That the one song you did earlier.
Oh
today.
yeah, Let Me Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a weird Des Rock stew. It's like some weird rock and roll stew that I've been cooking for like 3 decades. You know.
Well, we're gonna let the stew breathe right now as you perform "Never Ending Moment." It's live on 94.3 The Shark. Check it out.
Forever together, through fire and rain, I'll wait for you. I'll never surrender when you ask me to. Exile from your garden, talking sweet little lies in the space of 1,000 truths. A dark river is rising, so I hold on to a never-ending moment with you. Oh, 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 no one knows me better. Nobody can hurt me like you do. Another ties have been severed, so you cut me loose. Torn up from the inside, and I was on a hill where my soul was ready for you. And now I brace for the landslide, so I'll hold on to a never-ending moment with you. Oh, 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 and the ties have been severed, so I'll keep holding on to a never-ending moment with you. A never-ending moment, a never-ending moment, a never-ending moment with you. Ooh.
Live on 94.3 The Shark. That's a song that you've been hearing for a few months, acoustically. Never Ending Moment. Long Island's own Des Rocs. I'm going to put you on the spot here, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to offend anybody, but you're from the Rockville Center area, so you're familiar with some of the best food on Long Island, in and around the area. What's the best place that you get pizza from?
Oh, Geno's, hands down. I'm a Geno's man through and through. I was born and raised on that cheese and that sauce, and I'll say that till the day I die.
And when you're out and about in the area, what's your go-to place to just unwind, maybe grab a drink and hang out?
You know, whenever I'm in Rockville Center, I always visit my family. We always go to Nick's.
Nick's
Pizzeria, man. It's a spot. Or you go to the DG, you sit outside on the white tablecloths. It's nice. You watch the people walk by to and fro. It's the place to be.
And now this is just an all-encompassing Long Island question, being that it is summer. What's your favorite go-to hangout spot in the summer?
Oh, man. You just take a nice long drive out to the North Fork. Okay. Get yourself a little country, get yourself a little beach, but don't have to drown in all of the craziness of the Hamptons, man.
Well, you are doing amazing things. You're going to make Long Island famous again as you continue to climb the musical ladder. And what's in the future? The album, again, is out on August 25th. What happens for Des Rocs from now until the end of the year?
August 25th, the album comes out, and then we'll be on a massive headline tour in the fall.
Hopefully we get to see you here.
Oh, I hope so, man. Dates TBD, but they're coming soon.
All right. And people want to find you. What's the socials and web and all that, high-tech 2023 stuff?
It's I am Des Rocs, and I spelled my name a little weird. It's DESROCS. Don't know why I did it.
Hey, you know what? It's different. Yeah. So if you're looking for him, it's I am Des Rocs, DESROCS. And again, man, nothing but the best for you in your future. And thank you so much for coming up here. And, it's great that we can have a local artist that's starting to tear up the charts for active rock and will hopefully continue for years to come.
Rob, you're the man. Thank you.
I got my moments.